Hiking's a pleasure. What a beautiful day. Pretty soon exploration will be underway. I do love hiking. It is clean and concise. It does keep me from smoking and all other vice. And so have no fear. We'll jump right on in. Nat and Barb's rain adventure is about to begin.
Huzzah!
Hey, good morning everybody. We're about to start out on a lovely hike going down the Appalachian Trail here. We're having a snow hike slash rain hike today because there's rain and snow. We got both ingredients, don't we, Barbs?
We do.
Yes, indeed. Now, you might be someone like ourselves who works a 9-to-5 job, who has regular vacations, weekends, that kind of stuff. And you might think that you will never ever be able to hike the Appalachian Trail because you think it's far away and it's expensive.
Rockfish
Not true. Well, here we are, Rockfish Gap, and that's a road down to Charlottesville. 64 is right up the street there, and look, here the Appalachian Trail is. So if you live in Richmond, it's an hour away. If you live in Williamsburg, it's 2.5 hours. If you live in Virginia Beach, you can get there in 4 hours. And similar with all towns and points west of here for 200 miles. Now, of course, you can't do the whole Appalachian Trail. We have not been able to do that, but we've been picking at it bit by bit for more than 2 years. So far, we've walked about 167 miles of the AT, and if you know anything about the AT, that's nothing. That's a drop in the bucket. But what is a bucket full of water except a multitude of drops, something like that? That's a great quote from Cloud Atlas that I got all wrong. But anyway, we're heading down here. So this is it, guys. This is exit 199 right there, 199, right? And you get off that exit and then you are just steps away from the AT. In fact, this is the AT, the famous Appalachian Trail that stretches from Springer Mountain, Georgia, all the way to Katahdin Mountain in Maine. Nearly 3,000 miles of trail. And so we're going to see if we can't pick off about another 12 or so miles of AT today, and we can rack it up a little bit. We're getting close to 200 miles, so I would really be stoked if we can, you know, next month or so bring that total up to 200 miles. Now, if you're a through hiker and all this sort of stuff, this will all be laughable to you because you guys do more than that, you know, every day, and that's fine. Much respect, limitless respect. But if you are a regular person who doesn't, you know, who's not an athlete, who doesn't hike regularly and is interested in hiking, I can tell you guys, you can do it. You can do the AT, you can do it in bits, and you can have a great time while you do it. Right, Barbsy?
Yeah.
Huzzah, huzzah. All right, guys, we're coming up here now to the sign that'll show us what today's adventure has in store. All right, so we're going to take a look at this, do some consulting, and then we'll be back with you guys later. And today's the day, friends, we learn if the GoPro is really waterproof or not. It'll be fun. We're walking now on the AT south of the gap here, down by about a good 2 miles or more. And you can see, guys, it is a Misty, rainy day today, isn't it? Yeah, not much going on. We walked this stretch before, and it was very different. But in the mountains, you just have to find beauty in every situation, because there is beauty to behold, to be found, no matter what the weather's doing. Just different species of beauty. But I'm going to have you guys walk with us here for a moment so you can see it. It's really peaceful when it rains up here. You can see there's a little bit of snow. Hopefully you can see that. This camera's not good for things off in the distance, but you may be able to detect a bit of snow here and there. Hey, Barbie! Woo! Yeah, good old blue bear keeping up nice. And that is Barb's trail name, her AT trail name, which was given to her by a man named Thor. So you have to be christened or dubbed your trail name. You can't just give it to yourself. We found that out. So this guy we met when we did the stretch from Marion to Damascus, he was kind enough to christen us with the trail names that we wanted. Barb's trail name is Blue Bear, and mine's Otter. And we both have lots of reasons why we picked those names. I want to offer an apology to all of our viewers who don't like gum chewing. It's been brought to my attention recently that gum chewing while recording is highly offensive to certain viewers, and so I'm not going to do it anymore. I got a piece of gum in my mouth right now and I want to chew it bad, but am I going to chew it?
No!
No! That's right. No chewing. Chew, chew, chew is what you shouldn't do. That's right. But I couldn't deny y'all this beautiful, soggy look at the snow. I hope this makes up for all my chomping and all of my obscene chewing.
What's that movie where...
Which one?
It's the is it Chicago?
Yeah, Chicago.
Someone told us yesterday.
Yeah.
What was it?
It's a woman. It's that song, He Had It Coming, about these women in prison who murdered their husbands for one reason or other. And a lot of the reasons were, it seemed like fairly justified, like the guy who was beating them up and that kind of stuff. But then there was one where the woman had a guy who was just kind of a schlup, but he wasn't violent or anything. And they were like, well, why'd you kill him for? And they go, because he was popping his gum. So she beat him in the head with a frying pan because he was popping his gum. Didn't like that at all.
I just heard a growl. Is that you?
Nope.
I heard a little snort.
Okay. Well, there's
It sounded like a hog.
like a hog.
Yeah.
Huh. All right. Well, I better click off then, guys. Something might be.
No, keep it on, just in case.
All right. I'm gonna put this on my head then. All right. So hold on. I'm gonna wipe the camera. So there you go. Okay.
Pop, 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 pop.
You heard a thing? I got mace here.
I don't do anything.
If you go out hiking on these trails, bring mace. Mace or some other kind of bear spray. Bears usually don't mess with you. In fact, 99 times out of 100, they won't mess with you. Nor will any other animal, but it's good just for peace of mind to have a mild weapon like mace with you to serve as a deterrent of last resort if the bear or whatever comes after you. Although they likely won't. Yeah, humans are really the thing you got to worry about most, yeah. What was it? That was a brilliant quote you said about the guy with Asperger's, how he described people versus wild animals.
Oh yeah, he was more afraid of people than he was of going into the woods all by himself.
Yeah.
I'm like that too, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Indeed. I mean, as the apex predators of the world, the greatest threat to ourselves is really from humans, because humans are smarter and more deceitful and nastier than any other animal. Also more brilliant and artistic and creative and loving as well. So, you know, we're a real mixed bag. But when you run into people, you don't know if you're going to get the loving version or you're going to get the sort of psychopath version. You know, because the human race is a mixed bag, let's face it. So you got to be ready for whatever comes. That's what the mace is for, just in case you're not getting the Gandhi, Martin Luther King version, but instead going to get the Joe Stalin, Pol Pot version. Then you go, oh boy, look out.
Then you get the mace.
Yep, then you got the mace. But they're yeah, the next dangerous thing to humans would be wild boar. They are not very smart. They have terrible eyesight and they're really aggressive, especially in spring, and now it's coming into spring. I don't think there are any wild boar out here. This is near Waynesboro, but I don't know for sure.
I wonder if I snorted and I just thought someone else did.
Maybe you did, I don't know.
I snort sometimes.
Oh, who doesn't, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think we're safe for the moment, friends. If something comes at us, I'll blast them with the mace, you know. But I think we're okay. Just remember, if you come out here, bring a little mace with you, maybe a little hunt knife, just for your own protection and peace of mind. You'll likely never ever have to use them. But
there's a zombie apocalypse and you need to gut a boar after you kill it so that you have something to eat.
that's right. Good to be ready for anything. But likely nothing will ever happen to you out here. It's just always good to remember that when you are in the mountains, you are on your own.